the proceedings of this afternoon. We would really appreciate your wonderful support through this entire afternoon. Thank you so much. Once again, all of you looking absolutely dapper. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to begin this afternoon's proceedings in the next 2 minutes, requesting all of you to kindly take your seats, turn your mobile phones to its silent setting, and we promise that this is definitely going to be an absolutely delightful afternoon, and we kindly request you to refrain from talking on your mobile phones through the proceedings of this afternoon. We really appreciate your support, and once again, thank you very much for making it here this afternoon. Lovely to see all of you here. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, honorable members of the press. It's absolutely wonderful to see such stunning faces here this afternoon. And on behalf of Honor, a heartfelt, warm welcome to all of you. and it's my great honor to be here today presenting this wonderful afternoon. My name is Yudi, and I'm going to be your host for this afternoon. Honor is a brand for young nonconformists, people with limitless boundaries, the brand for the brave. You know, come to think of it, it's a lot like you and me, brave people. So a big round of applause for yourselves for being the brave new world that India has produced and made so efficient and amazing. Come on, big round of applause for yourselves. Welcome to the brave new world and yet another innovative event from Honor. We also have a special task for you this afternoon. I know you have a lot on your mind, but this is a simple task, as all of you are well versed with how to use modern technologies. I'm sure this is going to come as a very simple activity. We have a hashtag which goes as #DareToPerform. We'd like you to use this hashtag and tweet, post, on any social media platform that you like to post your messages on by using this hashtag about this wonderful, brilliant afternoon. This is a request, and we hope that you use the hashtag #DareToPerform. Now, with all that out of the way, they say, with honor by your side, you can conquer the world. And that is an absolutely profound statement. There is nothing greater than having honor through every big challenge. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready, let's look at this brave new world by honor. Here, it's programmed into Honor's DNA to innovate constantly and endlessly. Now, when I'm excited about something, I can go on and on and on. That's, well, the perks of my job. I can never stop. But I'm going to try and refrain myself, calm myself down, and have somebody really special come up on stage and take this afternoon forward. I'd like all of you to join me in welcoming Mr. Alan Wong, Honor India, who will be welcoming this wonderful gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Alan Wong. Sir.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Welcome to join us for our 10th Honor product to be launched in India. I still remember at quarter four of 2014, I was the first time to introduce the Honor brand to India. It's already that 1 year and a half. And some of you has already become a good friend for us. So here I would like to again appreciate, thank you for all the support from our media friends. Okay. Thank you very much.
So after this question.
So today we are talking about Honor. I like that video. Honor is a young brand, and also it's a colorful brand for the young people. At the beginning, I would like to share some upgrades about our company and our brand. So both Huawei and Honor has become the fastest growth brand in the world. So in 2015, we got more than $20 billion in revenue and more than 180 million in sales volume. In quarter one of 2016, that both the revenue and the sales volume got more than 60% increased. We are global number 3, and also we had a 10% market share in quarter one of 2016. According to the brands, the top 100 most valuable brand, from number 70 of 2015, we increased to number 50 in this year. And together with 22%, the brand value increased. So we are sorry to see some of our friends that decreased. And more than the growth of the brand and the value, we are more proud of this award. We received the highest level quality award from China government. Huawei has already set up a benchmark for the quality in this industry. We also hope all the brands together with us to keep improving the brand and give the best quality to the consumer. Honor is a young brand. It was born at the end of 2013. It's just 2.5 years old. But it has already got a great achievement in 2015. We have 6 billion revenue and 40 million shipments globally. And here I want to highlight one figure, NPS, the Net Promoter Score. It means that's how many % of the users are willing to promote the product to their family or their This just happened around 5 days ago at the second biggest sales festival of China, 18th of June. Honor again become the champion among all the Android smartphones. Indians are always the most important for us. Together with and India are always the most important market. We specially developed the product like Holly, like B series, just for Indian market. And in 2016, Honor has already created a lot of difference for India. That is the voice come from the customer. On Flipkart, that's all our flagship smartphones are got almost the highest scores. That's the satisfaction from our Indian consumers. We are so proud of it that I think this is the best award for me and for my team. As you know, that we have the biggest overseas R&D center in Bangalore. We have more than 3,000 engineers working together with us to support the Indian innovation. So far, we already have 24 software updates that's for the Indian consumers. And almost our phones are got upgraded to Android M. Even the first smartphone we launched in India in quarter 4 of 2014, Honor 6 also got launched into Android M. We pay so much attention on that. I think the customer certification is the most important for us. In order to ensure the software quality, all the software are being released in Indian market have been tested in more than 50 cities of India. 8th of April is a very special day for Honor. It is the Honor Global Festival, and it is also the birthday of our High Honor Douyin online store. We launched High Honor Douyin online store at 8th of April, and just after 5 days, we got more than 100,000 registrations. This year, we are so proud that we can cooperate together with the champion, with Saina Nehwal. She became our Indian Honor brand ambassador. I personally like what she said. It's not about ranking. I want to be the best. I am here and congratulate her about her champion of Australia Open. And I also hope all the best for her at Rio Olympics. Today, India has become the hottest market in the world. It's because of great achievement in economic growth. So the smartphone market has growing very, very fast. I almost every day can see a lot of news. Even at China, I can see a lot of news about the Indian smartphone market. So every month, we almost can see that the new brand come to India. But some brand that just need to do 3 things. Now to create a brand seems become so easy. Of course, they should take a phone with a high specification and with a low price and the huge buzz. These 3 things together, that's in a very short time, they can make a brand. But is there any shortcut to make a successful brand so easily? And also, whether the Indian people really need this kind of brand? For Huawei's answer is no. We do believe hard work is sustainable. We have seen so many brands with more than 100 years of history. They are focusing, they are persevere, and they keep doing one thing perfect. This is Huawei's value. At the beginning of 2016, Huawei ran an ad campaign. I would like to share some of them I personally like. In 2012, the European scientists finally announced the existence of the gold particle. They started to looking for that since the 1960s. They spent more than 40 years by more than 10,000 scientists with spending more than $9 billion, and finally they found out. So Huawei believes without long-term investing in technology, to break through in research and development is impossible. This is another one I personally like. We have never seen the hard work, the suffering, the pain behind the beauty of ballet dance. So all the light and simple steps, they have to spend years and years to achieve that. Huawei thinks we are quite similar. That's why we keep investing more than 10% of our revenue every year into the R&D. In 2015, we spent more than $6 billion in R&D. We are globally number 15. We are higher than Apple. So we don't think that the high specification are equal to the experience. And also, we don't think the horizontal integration only are equal to the innovation. That's now the supply chain has, has made to make a smartphone is become so easy. But Huawei select the hardest way. We select to develop the chipset by ourselves. It has been proved that this is the correct way, so that we can bring a lot of flagship chipset into more affordable smartphone range. And also we can optimize the hardware and the software together to give the best experience for our consumer. We take all the best from the world to become one product. We think that the best design come from Europe and the best components come from Japan. The best angle come from Russia, and we do believe the best software must happen in India. And together with the technology, chipset technology from US, everything combined together become one best product. Here, I would like also thanks and appreciate for all the partners' support. We do believe with friend, with future. Because of you, that we can have a lot of local innovation and give the best technology to our consumers. That is Honor, a global brand with the best quality and innovation, together growing with partnership. Thank you very much. Okay, here I would like to invite our partner, Mr. Vignesh, the director of mobile category from Flipkart, to join me on the stage. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alan, for having me here. I think the 4 principles that Honor has put on screen, quality, innovation, partnership, and globalization. Flipkart swears by 3 out of those 4 as well. We're not global yet, but quality, innovation, and partnership are very critical for us too. Honor's products, all along in India, have been known for quality and innovation, and that's what was reflected in what Alan shared some time back. Consumers are extremely happy with the, Honor devices at the end of the day, which is reflected in the ratings that they've given, which is consistently above 4. And the second piece is they're super satisfied with the devices, and whenever there is a new phone of Honor that comes, what we also find is a lot of consumers upgrade naturally within the Honor product lifecycle, which is a phenomenal thing. So please continue to raise the bar when it comes to all of the smartphones with respect to quality and innovation. And Flipkart has been a pioneer in upping the ante whenever it comes to consumer experience and innovation with respect to Indian e-commerce market. And the third principle, partnership. Honor and Flipkart has shared a very symbiotic and collaborative partnership ever since Honor has entered India, and we are super happy about it. And there is one more reason for all the consumers, Honor and for Flipkart to be happy with 5C coming in. We are extremely excited. I'm sure this phone is going to be a blockbuster, and all the very best, Alan and Team Honor. We are going to hit this one out of the park.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Vignesh.
Thank you, Mr. Vignesh. I request you to kindly stay back on stage, and I'd like to invite on stage Mr. P. Sanjeev, Honor India, to join the gentleman on stage. A big round of applause, Mr. P. Sanjeev. Now for the big moment we've all gathered here this afternoon, the one that we're all excited about. And if you're ready for the genesis of innovation, let's see what it holds for us. Ladies and gentlemen, Honor 5C for the brave who dare to perform. I'd request the gentleman to kindly take center stage and reveal the all-new Honor 5C, sleek, stunning, and packed with a ton of innovations, which should soon be available to everyone in this glorious country.
Left side.
Requesting all the members of the
Left
press
side.
to kindly make this their opportunity to take their photographs for the various publications they represent.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, Honor 5C calling out to the brave of the world with brave new technologies. And we hope that all of you enjoy using this stunning phone, which you will be in a few minutes from now. Thank you,
Okay. Thank you.
Alan. Thank you, Vignesh. Thank you so much for being here this afternoon. Sanjeev, we're going to hold you back for a little while.
Sure.
Sanjeev, after seeing the excitement around the launch of the Honor 5C, rarely does a room get so packed during a press conference, and that's really exciting. So
right.
why is this such an exciting product with so many innovations, and how does this really make for a superior performer?
Well, I really like how Alan actually started. We started the journey with, this is like 10th phone that we're actually launching. And the success signs that actually Alan tried to show, try to just put together a lot of specs and create a lot of buzz and then create a brand in 3 months is not what actually we stand for. And for someone who actually presents on the product, we want something new, exciting that we actually can, try to tell you about. So the creators of Honor 5C, the first priority of Honor 5C was performance, outbreaking performance. How did they actually achieve it? First and foremost, we chose the powerful Kirin 650 processor. This processor is among the fastest that actually comes from our stable. It's a 16 nanometer premium process, octa-core 64-bit processor. Now, we would recognize a few names on the silicon industry. The premium 950 of ours, which actually comes in the highest end phones of ours, the A9s of Apple, the Samsung Exynos premium segment, and Snapdragon 820. I think all of you recognize these names. These chipsets use 14 and 16 nanometer silicon. The process, apparently the FinFET process is absolutely same. So this phone is going to get a very, very powerful heart, a powerful processor. Now what that actually delivers to the consumer, do we dare to be the fastest? The answer is yes. Compared to this segment of phones that actually comes with 28 nanometer silicon, the 16 nanometer silicon actually has helped us to achieve 65% better performance. That's why Alan said, is it always high spec that actually equals to performance? I don't think so, and we don't think so. And that's why we achieved a 65% better performance on this silicon. And the second most important thing is obviously the graphic processor. So we have the 4th generation, probably the high-end 800 series Mali GPU, the 830. Well, we achieved a 100% better performance on the graphic processor compared to the Kirin 620. That's what we've chosen to put on this phone. And this also had Guys, yeah, now sounds better. Okay, so I was talking about speed and they cut me down. Faster eMMC 5.1. I think most of you know when you have to move higher data chunks for graphic processing, and eMMC 5.1 really helps. So the team that created 5C really put together a very powerful processor and a GPU. Let's have a look at what else we've achieved with the 5C. Well, great performance means people are going to use the phone more and it has to sustain with more features. So what did we actually do? Does big battery, the more mAh, actually mean longer life? Well, necessarily not. You all know Huawei is actually the largest telecom gear vendor for 3G and 4G. So that actually helps us to make a better power technology for smartphones. So the smartphone is actually a breathing device, right? It keeps talking to the network. There's a lot of communication between the network and the device. So knowing the protocols better, we actually patented and created Smart Power 3.0. And with Smart Power 3.0, 16 nanometer silicon and a 3000 mAh battery, we've actually achieved a performance that's equal to 4000 mAh and still had a slim phone. Now, at the lab, we've compared performance with various phones. At least our phone promises on an average usage or an average user 2 days, and for heavy users 1.34 days. The other interesting part is the SmartCore i5. Well, today, the smartphone is borrowing certain features from the wearables. We use the smartphones when we do the treadmill, when we walk, we count the steps. Sometimes the smartphone does this job. So what actually has the i5 got? It has 4 times better performance than the previous i3. The fusion logic has actually moved to the sensor hub. So therefore, you see the CPU just used for processing. And when you have stuff like movement data that you see here, we're actually using the sensor hub. And therefore, you're not actually sucking more juice from the battery. So that actually is going to give you a much better performance in terms of battery as well. Now, well, the phone has taken care of the processing ability and the battery. The other very important thing is it's a fun device, right? So the first fun factor is obviously photos. So what do we have on the photo side? Well, the team actually explained to me a beautiful premium ISP silicon that's actually helping the camera. I'm going to talk about the megapixels as we come. So, but the first feature is the auto face detect, and then we have multi-frame denoise, which actually gives you very clear pictures. Later, you should experience it. I did see the sample pictures last evening, and the color reproduction is actually very accurate. So we have 2 features, which is actually the smart color management and the retina dual ratio brightness management. Try to play around with the camera a bit. And for those selfie lovers, in this segment, we don't see too many phones with a good selfie. We have an 8 megapixel, of course, supported by this premium ISP, and a very large aperture f2.0. And on the rear, the key highlight is apart from the 13 megapixel camera, we have a flash-capable HDR mode. Try playing around with it. And for real photo enthusiasts, we have a professional mode. I still didn't try to play around with it. I hope someday I learn how to use it. But I know that you can change the focus mode, the ISO, the shutter speed, and whatnot. I'm definitely going to go around to the mountains, taking a few nice pictures. Well, look at these pictures taken from 5C, a very a challenging one with the water layout, birds flying, and of course the shutter speed is quite important, and the sky around there. We also have some very vivid, bright pictures, which actually requires accuracy of the photo, the color reproduction. So you can see 5C actually does a pretty good job on this. Well, now, since we looked at the fun aspect, the very important part today is the fingerprint sensor. So we have a very fast 0.5-second unlock feature. We also need 6 times to register any new fingerprints, and it's actually very secure. Looking at the next one is about the everything inside looks very powerful. So how do you actually make the phone look brilliant? I really liked the concept that was given to this, the metal wire drawing finish. So it's actually aluminum aircraft grade metal, so it's light, it's strong, but the wire drawing that's actually done on the rear. You should actually see it. It gives a beautiful finish. Pretty much unique from what we're seeing, the other phones that actually have come up. The colors is going to be brilliant. We're going to have silver, a champagne gold, and a gray. 3 popular colors in India. Okay, I see some friends taking pictures. I'm just holding on to this slide. All right. Okay, the other thing is hang up, call drops. A common problem because we keep holding on to the phone. We don't realize we're actually covering the antenna. So this phone actually has dual antennas, and it solves the problem of call drops as well. And the screen is brilliant. It's a 5.2-inch Full HD, 423 ppi GFFF screen. A very bright screen, and once you start grabbing hold at the demo session, you would really love it. The music, pretty loud. One thing that I've seen with phones with speakers on the top or the rear is when I put it on the table on the other side, I miss calls, or sometimes I don't hear the call ringing. So this phone has solved this problem. Of course, it has a rear or the bottom-based camera, but it has an independent smart power amplifier that actually gives a real boost to the sound quality. This is also Honor's first Marshmallow phone with EMUI 4.1. You've all seen the magazine unlock feature. Some of the other interesting things that EMUI 4.1 has actually put in is like the time-lapse video. Experience that. I really loved it. The hide applications, you could hide selective applications. The call, contact, and messaging getting integrated. Some really good features on top of the Android Marshmallow. A very important promise from Huawei. The reason why we actually went up to the top 50 global brands, the reason why we grew 20%, 22%, NPS score is 75%, because of our commitment to quality. I think we will always continue to keep delivering that. On a 5C, dare to perform. Can we have a look at the AV, please? Yeah, please come back. That's 5C for you guys.
Well, Sanjeev, now I'm totally confident that the Honor is packed for performance, some fantastic innovation, some great technology, and the photographs that you showed us, if that's the kind of output, I mean, it's going to be a bestseller, because knowing how the young...
They're honest. They take it on 5C.
Yeah, so it's amazing, and it's just great to see that a camera like this can capture some images like that. So, sir, I'm sure that with this is not the only thing you have up your sleeve. I'm sure you have another trick up your sleeve, because you're smirking and you seem rather happy. So there must be something else that you'd like to share with us.
Very well, yes. We also spotted that we shouldn't give up on the so-called entertainment device, the tablet. We wanted to put together an affordable but really good performing tablet. So what did we actually do? We bring to you the Honor T1 7-inch, always in charge. So what's so special about this device? When compared to some of the competition, it has a huge battery. I'll talk about the battery soon. And given a big battery, it's only 8.5 mm thin, and the bezel is just a 6.5 mm. As I said, it's also very light, 278 grams, but yet aircraft aluminum grade metal. Today, the tablets at the low end is all plastic and doesn't feel too great. this has an aluminum metal finish. You should have a look at it, but it's still light. And it also has 3G voice calling and SMS, and it has a IPS display, so it's really bright. And comes with a 4,100 mAh battery. And this actually gives you, with our smart power saving technique, gives you at least 12 hours of movie watching. So that's like, 3 back-to-back Bollywood movies, or at least 4 or 5 Hollywood movies. And what I really like about this product, it also supports OTG feature. Therefore, you could use it as a power bank, of course, a 7-inch power bank, and it can also, share files and data. So that's actually really helpful. To quickly sum up the Honor T1 7-inch, it's going to be a well-priced, affordable device, but yet a metal finish, IPS display, a big battery, and with OTG feature. Well, of course, with all the international certifications. And folks, this is my last slide. We have done a lot on the Honor Care part of it. Guys, this phone is going to have a 15 months warranty. And in case you break the screen in the first month, we do replace it free of charge, but don't try it after that, please. And for those guys who are actually hackers, you root the device, no problem, don't worry, we actually give you warranty for that. So we have a toll-free call center, we have service points, 75 cities and across, and we've also taken care of the dark areas of service. And we also have experimented an online chat feature, pretty helpful now, so you can try talking to our very pretty online chat executives whom you can't see. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Sanjeev. Now with the Honor 5C and the Honor T1 7.0, I'm sure the market will have a lot to look forward to, lots of innovation, lots of technology in a sleekly designed package. Now, Honor as a brand has broken all conventions, just like Saina Nehwal, who has positioned India into the global women's badminton arena and made us a commendable force. And I'd like to announce that we're proud to have Saina Nehwal as Honor India's young, brave brand ambassador, a glorious sportswoman, and we have a special message from her. Please take a look.
Hello everyone. I would like to congratulate Honor on the launch of Honor 5C. I'm very honored to have received the very first Honor 5C phone and excited to use this beautiful looking phone. In my entire career, I have always dared to dream and perform because of the passion and hard work I put in. Similarly, this phone with metal body and super efficient chipset is the epitome of that philosophy. Dare to perform. This phone will definitely surpass all your expectations. Go get yourself one.
Saina Nehwal, a brave performer and a very befitting brand ambassador for Honor. Also, I'd like to remind all of you that she just won the Australian Open, and earlier on when it was announced, there was a very lucid, lukewarm applause. So I'd request all of you to give Saina Nehwal a big round of applause, taking India's name to the heights in sports. A true feat, fantastic. And now, I'd also like to remind all of you, earlier on in the day, I told you about a hashtag that we have, which we'd like all of you to use, Dare to Perform. Please use that hashtag and tweet, post, and just kind of spread the message about this amazing event. And now, for the big reveal. I'm sure all of you are eager to know how heavy is this going to be on the pocket. So I'd like to call back on stage Mr. Alan and Mr. Sanjeev for the big reveal. Alan, you know, after seeing the presentations, after looking at the phone earlier in the day, I was like, oh my God, this is going to turn out to be one expensive affair. Heavy on the pocket, something close to about 50,000 at least. Thinking about how, like, the rest of the phones in the market with all these amazing features and more, with the kind of quality output and performance. So am I close to the figure?
50.
I mean, that's what I think.
Should that
Oh, wow, 45?
send more?
You know, I'm lost for words because anything lesser than that, I can't imagine. So I'm going to leave you to disclose this number because the suspense is killing.
Yeah, so just as I said, we are so proud that we can keep that innovation to bring that more technology, chipset technology, and give the flagship, the chipset into more affordable smartphone range. So the sales, the registration will start from 2 p.m. of today, and the first flash sale will start from 2 p.m. of 30th of June. The phone will be exclusive at Flipkart and also our online store, highowner.com. So the price will be Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, that was a true revelation. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that.
Right.
Fantastic. Now, bada hoga to expensive hoga. That's usually the philosophy. With the T1 7.0, there are a lot of expectations there because Indians love bada ghar, bada gaadi, kuch shandar hona chahiye, tabhi to dikhta hai. So, I'm thinking that this one is also going to be slightly heavy on the pocket, the T1 7.0. So Sanjeev, you got to reveal this number because the suspense is killing. After the shocker I got from Alan, I'm not taking any chances.
Well, actually, before we brought this product, we actually went to the stores. We saw the products, tablets of this sort. We thought the displays were really bad. We promise once we see the price and once we see the product, the folks here are going to be happy. It's going to start selling at from 2 o'clock today on Flipkart, and the price is, Alan.
So it's great to know that everybody can have an opportunity to get their hands on superior technology, great build, slick design, and superior performance. And that's a truly amazing thing that Honor is doing to the market and to the consumers who want such products. So thank you, Alan. Thank you, Sanjeev, for making these announcements. I'm sure everybody here, there's a buzz of excitement and energy.
Thank you.
Thank you once again.
Thank you.
But before these gentlemen leave, I'm sure after realizing what the price points are, you must be curious about the product and you have a few questions. So we're opening the house to anybody interested in asking a question on the products that were just unveiled here, the 5C and the T1 7.0. We have mics floating around, so anybody interested? And we have another big reveal happening in just 3 minutes. So I request all of you to stay back. I promise you that it's going to be big, so you don't want to leave right now. Kyunki agar ab jaoge to pachtaoge. That's pretty much what I have to say to you. There is something else coming up. So any questions regarding the 5C? Come on, after, looking at the price, looking at the technologies, the innovations. Okay, we have one gentleman. Sir, could you please tell us where you're from and which publication you represent?
Okay, Abhishek from Gadgets to Use. I have a question for Sanjeev.
Okay.
Why a tablet? Why not a phablet? I think phablets are much more popular than the tablets, which are kind of now dinosaurs in the market, I would say, because...
Yeah, so that's a very interesting part. The phablet is actually a phone, right? And phones are actually more expensive. And we actually wanted to give, as I told you, we went and saw the products in the market. And I think you will agree once we do the unveil that he's talking about, we thought that we need to give a better screen, an IPS display. We need to give a metal finish. We need to give a big battery with OTG and all that stuff, and package it really well for that real tablet user. What's he using a tablet for? Entertainment only, right? He's not actually using it as a phone. So for such a customer, we need to create a product, and we found there's a vacuum for that. We didn't see another great product in this segment, and that's why we decided to launch it.
So do you see this? Do you see the use of a phablet in future? Maybe you guys are working on it already.
Sorry?
Do you see the use of a phablet as well? Okay, it's okay that you want to launch this tablet, 7-inch thing or whatever who want to buy it. But do you see the use of a phablet as well in future, and you guys might be working on it? Maybe you can say anything about it.
Well, we'll come back with more and more updates. We need more chances to meet you, right? So today it's about these two products.
I knew that was the answer.
There's one more lovely lady there in the back row. Madam, could you please?
Hi, I'm Tanya, and I have a fashion blog by the name of Let's Espresso. So since I have all the women readers, who follow me, I want to know, why, from you, 5 reasons, why a woman should buy Honor 5C.
Well, it's slim, it's
Okay.
lightweight,
Okay.
it's really pretty. Look at the gold color.
Okay.
It has a great selfie, 8 megapixels. Take the selfies, all that you like.
Madam, we have a mic coming around. Please state the publication you belong to and.
What about the security level?
Well, that's what we said. We put together a fingerprint sensor to protect your data.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, that takes care of your content, right?
Hi, this is Aditya Najha from Inspire to Rise. I wanted to ask the question about the tablet, whether it would be on an open sale or a flash sale model.
It's open sale.
Okay. Starting from?
Today, 2 o'clock.
Thanks.
Earlier questions have been presumed here from PTI. No, earlier questions were on the form factor, and you said you found a gap in the market when you went out. What is the market opportunity for the tablet when you have entered into this segment? Huawei was there in tablet, but not so aggressive. Honor is coming for the first time.
As I said, still people are looking at tablets as an entertainment device. When I fly flights, and interestingly, last 6 months, I've taken 32 flights. I really see the need for a screen where I can actually watch movies. So there is a need for this kind of a product, and people really don't want to spend too much money to get that because it's like a second device. So we thought that let's try to address the key concerns of this product. Let's put a big battery, give the OTG feature so you can share files. It also works as a power bank, and it has a good display. It also gives you, it's lightweight and it's rigid. So we thought that we should actually give this product. We really didn't put together what is the market share and whatnot. We thought there's an opportunity. We actually gave this.
Market opportunity research was missing, or you didn't do it knowingly?
Sorry, President?
Market opportunity, in terms of market share research, like what you plan to achieve with this product?
Well, we hope that in this segment it's the most preferred tablet. That's the whole idea.
We're taking one last question.
Hi, this is Sandeep Ovoi here from the Mobile Indian. Sanjeev Ovoi standing in the center.
Oh.
Yeah, buddy.
Couple of questions. Take one. What are the accessories that are coming for both the tablet as well as phones in the market? Number one.
Sorry?
Accessories, the covers and all those stuff. Any
Accessories, yeah.
And the second thing is, Honor was planning to make its own store live for a long time. So when can you expect that thing? And do you plan to take these devices to offline retail also?
Your question is about, you have 3 questions, right?
Right. One
The first is about accessories.
Right.
I think if you look around now, we actually have a lot of accessories, including the covers, screen guard, etc. We're keeping on populating this. This is a very important question, good important point. We're concentrating on making the accessories more popular. What was your second question?
Second thing is you were planning to start your own online store for a
So
long time.
I think Alan already described, it's going to be available on highhonor.com/in as well.
And what's the strategy for the offline market?
Well, I think you've seen, you've witnessed us expanding our offline reach. So today the product is about Honor 5C, but yes, very, very serious expansion on the offline.
In the last 2 weeks, you've been traveling a lot and seeing your post about opening of Honor stores in different parts of India.
So you know it,
is
right?
it landing there or not?
Well, we have a range for the offline stores.
Thank you.
संजीव जी, मैं अनस सिद्दीकी हूँ,
हाँ जी सर।
वॉइस ऑफ पॉलिटिक्स अखबार से।
हाँ जी
मेरा सवाल है कि जितनी भी कंपनियां मोबाइल सेक्टर में आ रही
हाँ
हैं,
जी।
सबका दावा है, वादा करते हैं, दावा करते हैं कि उनके मोबाइल में कॉल ड्रॉप प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगी। हाल ही में ट्राई ने कई बार जो है वार्निंग दी, उसके बावजूद कॉल ड्रॉप हो रही है, तो कंज्यूमर जो है वो क्या करे, कंपनी के खिलाफ कैसे क्या एक्शन ले, और आप उसमें क्या मदद करेंगे?
Okay, call drops is related to 2 reasons. One is fringe network coverage. The coverage from the operator is not sufficient. The other reason is because the device itself is not able to receive the signals properly. What we can do is actually solve first the device side of it. So that's why we said we put 2 antennas so that if somebody covers the first antenna, at least the second antenna can actually receive the signal. So we take care of coverage issues from our side as much as we can. Network side, it depends on the operator how many, how he plans his coverage. So we can't 100% assure you will not have call drops at all. We can only say that in our phone, it will be better than somebody else's phone.
One more question.
All right?
Ellen, there's one question for you. Ellen, over
I
here.
thought, I'm going to kill you, man. They were about to go there. You asked them to ask questions. Now they have more and more for me.
Ellen, if you look at the current scenario in the market, there are a lot of affordable devices in the market. Everybody is almost offering the same specs, and somebody is doing a better with the UI, somebody is doing a much better job kind of thing. But how do you look going forward? What will be the differentiating factors in the phone? And the second thing, are you also working on something on adding the X factor in the phone apart from the hardware and the software? Any services thing or anything like you're planning to do?
Sorry, even I didn't understand your question.
If you look at the current scenario, almost all the devices are coming with the almost same specs kind of a thing in the same price bracket. The only differentiating factor could be the content strategy for them, or it could be what is the X factor they are providing in the phones. So what's Honor's strategy for them going forward?
Okay, so I think, so for a phone, so Huawei developed a phone. That is take that's a very, very long time. We have a very completed process. And also starts from the hardware, the software, a lot of very, very detailed innovation that is inside. As I explained, that we developed the chipset so that we can combine, because as right now, actually, a lot of our friends, the phone actually, everything is come from our side. The software, the hardware always come from our side. Just as I mentioned, it's integrated, it's horizontal integrated. So, but we pay so much attention and also spend so much money that to, develop this. And the chipset, because it's developed by us, so we can together to optimize the hardware and the software together. I think that is the key advantage. So once you try phone, that a lot of the experience actually is like the feeling. For example, sometimes that's the phone, Android phone, if for the very long time using it, you will find that it's not as smooth as before. But if you try that owner product, you will find a lot of difference on that.
Ellen, if you look at your 2 competitors in the market, one is betting big on the services side, another is betting big on the entertainment side. I'm not going to name the competitors, but these are the things. One is betting on services, one is betting on entertainment services. So what is that Honor would like to bet on?
You mean entertainment services, right?
Let me, Leeko is betting big on the entertainment, you phones are betting big on the services side. So what will be the USP in terms of the content for you guys going forward?
Okay, I think actually now the internet is quite open. I don't think now it's difficult to find that the enough entertainment resources at the internet. So I think for us, we're the technology company. Our name is Huawei Technology. As I said, we're going to focus. What means focus is just focus on the phone, on the thing that we are good at. So I think they also have a lot of internet companies, and also you have the Bollywood to create the entertainment content, right? So let's do the things that we are good at. They do the things they are good at.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, ladies, for firing those wonderful questions. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Sanjeev.
Thank you.
And you did well, both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now, like I promised you, for those of you who were almost out the door, we have something special. You know, like Honor says, this is a world for the brave, the ones who expect more and go out there and get it with the perseverance and with the performance. So, I'm sure all of you have been wanting to get your hands on the Honor 5C and the T1 7.0, which were unveiled here this afternoon. And to do that, we are taking you into the future, into the brave new world for the brave that is you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready to enter the wonderland of innovation, the doors are open for you now.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Honor 5C, dare to perform. The wonderland of innovation, a place to experience the products, get a first-hand touch-feel experience of these magnificent innovations in technology. The Honor 5C and the T1 7.0 tablet. And once again, on behalf of Honor, I would like to thank all the members of the press for making this afternoon an absolute delight with your presence. We have a special lunch buffet at the foyer area for you to enjoy after you experience these wonderful technological marvels at the Wonderland of Innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for making this a wonderful afternoon. You have been absolutely delightful. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing